EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Well, crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they run with Harris off the option. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now Bray. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Back to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 8. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Eric Ebron, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now a handoff looking right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. He can't get him down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw. Bray.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Bray. He finds his man Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off play action. Bray. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Bray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Bray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
At the 36-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Bray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. On 3rd down, Bray. Completes it to Watt. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Harris.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bray. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Bray. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down. Big 13.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now Burrow. He finds Pirine out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 61 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
He's got Claypool,
and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll look to throw.
Again, it's Johnson.
Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on a catch and run.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Ballage. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to win this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column now.